Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, too up. Make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Ayy. Well, okay. I catch story, getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it, just short, small. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
My foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley! Yellow!
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
A gain of a yard.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Yellow! There's a lot, 80! Hey, Ripley! Yellow!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a couple. Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Attack! Line right! There's a line right! Right!
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Allen. Len McConkey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nifty move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's caught inside the 35. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston. 64 yards. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Hey, 57 colors, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And some room to run now. He's to the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. it's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 380. Get up. Don't stop. Baylor Tiger.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 14.
Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring. Now return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
Attack!
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Go on, 80. 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Catholic.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 2. A run once more with Hampton. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Grenade! Run! Grenade! Run! Black 80! Black! Step.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll turn to a power game and try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
A give right side for Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Herbert now. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
380. Cut. 380. 21. Ready.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
15.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ripley, yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. On the run, this is Gray. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Chris Jones on the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A quick throw, but incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard
line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A check down here to Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Kansas City.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now here's Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 6 coming up.
Yellow. Hey, I've got Louie. What's that?
Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's first down.
Yellow. Yellow. Why? My side.
Mahomes will throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rasheed Rice, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes third and the length of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Well, that was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the fourth quarter, and they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm